Mr. Chair, members of the Conference Committee, Todd O'Hare, President and CEO of the Montana Chamber of Commerce. We're not completely sure where we're at right now on House Bill 231. Our points remain similar to what we saw in the previous hearing about the fact that property taxes in Montana are not going down. I think it's very important that we point that out. The property taxes collected by local governments in the state will not go down. Who pays them will change, and in some cases change dramatically. And we hear about this shift, and we hear about the shift that has occurred over the course of the last few years. And I would argue that, generally speaking, this shift has been going on for a very long time as Montana's economy has evolved. And I want to share this with you because I think this is an important point to the challenge that we're facing with Montana's property tax system as it is today. I stumbled upon a newsletter that the Montana Chamber of Commerce put out in 1971. And in that newsletter, the Anaconda Copper Company had purchased a quarter-page ad talking about their contributions to Montana's economy. In 1971, Anaconda Copper Company paid a total of $11 million in property taxes in the state of Montana. That's the equivalent of approximately $85 million today. Anaconda Copper Company no longer exists, and the company that paid those taxes no longer exists. What has happened is that the residents and the remaining businesses in the state of Montana have had to absorb those property taxes paid by one single company throughout the state of Montana. Representative Thane, in his district last spring, saw 2 sawmill-related companies go out of business. Those businesses are no longer paying property taxes in Missoula County. The remaining businesses and residents in that Missoula County are going to have to pick up that difference. Until we have a more serious conversation about Montana's property tax system, we will remain an outlier when it comes to an economy. And that has been our big advocacy throughout this session, leading up to this session, is that we don't want Montana to be any more of an outlier than it already is in taxes and regulations. And these bills today are adding complexity to an already incredibly complex system and adding cost to investment in the state of Montana. Thank you, Mr. Chair, members of the committee.